is Top Accolade African News. I am Abiodun Mohamed. Soldiers in Niger have blockaded the presidential palace as well as several ministries in the capital, Niamey, according to reports. No shots were fired, and it is not clear if this is an attempt by the presidential guard to seize power. The president's office tweeted that the guards unsuccessfully tried to get support from the military in their anti-republican efforts. President Mohamed Bazoum is in his residence with his family, AFP reported. One unnamed source told the same agency the move was in quote, fit of temper by troops and that talks were underway. Reports say the immediate former president, Mohamed Issoufou, and other former presidents are currently involved in talks to stop the situation from escalating. Somali authorities have arrested several military officers for allegedly helping a suicide bomber gain entry to a military academy in the capital, Mogadishu, this week and kill at least 30 soldiers, an officer said on Wednesday. The Al-Qaeda-linked Al-Shabaab group, which has been waging an insurgency against Somalia's national government since 2006, claimed responsibility for the attack at the Jale Siyad Military Academy. The attack was one of the deadliest the group has carried out in years against a military target in Mogadishu. Colonel Abdullahi Dabo, an infantry operations officer, has been arrested and accused of bringing the suicide bomber into the academy in his car. Captain Hussein Farah told newsmen he said other officers had also been arrested in connection with the attack without naming them. Many Somalis have long suspected that Al-Shabaab operatives have infiltrated parts of the government and military, but arrests had been rare until recently. Ukraine's top diplomat visited Liberia on Wednesday on a third wartime tour of Africa as Russia prepares to host a summit with leaders from the continent this week after the demise of the Black Sea grain deal. The Liberia trip by Dmytro Kuleba, the first such visit in the history of Ukrainian diplomacy, according to the foreign ministry, comes amid a concerted push by Kiev to challenge Russian influence in Africa and the wider global south. Foreign Minister Kuleba will hold talks with Liberian leaders to discuss ensuring the export of Ukrainian grain to Africa, as well as the vision for peace in Ukraine set out by President Volodymyr Zelensky. The ministry said Russia, like Ukraine, a major grain exporter, last week pulled out of the year-old grain deal that had allowed Ukraine to safely export grain via the Black Sea during the war, driving up food prices. Russian airstrikes have since hit grain infrastructure in the export region of Odessa, including along the Danube River, a vital alternative export corridor. Kenya's opposition leader, Raila Odinga, is visiting hospitals to check up on people who were injured by the police during recent protests. Later, he will be holding a vigil for those killed in the anti-government demonstrations held to protest about rising cost of living. According to human rights groups, at least 30 people have died in the capital, Nairobi, and other towns across the country. They have criticized the police for their excessive use of force, but the Interior Ministry has defended officers' actions. Odinga suspended this week's planned protest because of the death and will be lighting candles and laying flowers at a memorial site for them. He first called a series of rallies in March. The two sides had then agreed to hold talks, but the opposition said President William Ruto's team was not committed to resolving their complaints. That is the size of Top Accolade African News. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy midweek.